Hey, what's up guys? Ironsight is a game I've been really enjoying for many months now, and it's the type of game that people could randomly discover, so I wanted to give 5 tips to newer players of Ironsight. This video is mostly for beginner players to hopefully get a better understanding of certain things and learn tips that every player should know. Alright, let's get into it. But before I get into this first tip, I should say that Ironsight is a free game, so they handle the currency a certain type of way, and it makes sense to me. I just thought I'd give a couple tips that should make them easier and more consistent to get. Now, with this first tip, it has to do with everything daily. Make sure you log in every day so you can get your daily reward. You can get a mixed bag of stuff, but ideally you'll get some GP or a loot box. There's daily quests that can give you both types of currencies and can encourage you to try new game modes and guns. There's also a box for both of these currencies that you can open within a time limit. The GP box is daily and can be opened 3 times every 20 minutes, but you can only open the chip box every 48 hours. Both of these currencies can be tough to get sometimes. It helps to play a little every day to take advantage of these daily quests and loot. Relating to the first tip, my second tip is to spend your GP wisely. There's a lot of random stuff you can spend your GP on, but you don't want to waste it, especially at the beginning. To keep it simple, the most important thing you'll want to buy with GP is guns. And if you care about skins like me, I'd go to the collections and only buy the guns you see there for a while. Of course you can get any gun you want, but getting certain skins gets you even more skins. Also, don't waste your GP on most things. Some items are limited or cosmetic and not worth buying. Just make sure you know the value of your GP and spend it smartly. Speaking of one currency, let's talk about the other. Chips are way more valuable than GP. You really don't want to waste these and want to get as much as possible. Even if you don't play every day, just sign in every 2 days and open the chip box. It really can be crazy how much you have to nickel and dime every single chip. But this is even more of a reason to not waste your chips. In my experience and from what I've heard, most loot boxes suck. They can cost 10 to 50 chips, but I usually don't like to gamble. I recommend saving up for good deals or a good skin. These skins are mostly 250 or 500 chips, and this is where the collection comes in again. If you see a really cool skin you like there, you can pretty much get it with 750 chips, which is a good amount to be fair. 500 chips for the expensive skin, 250 for the other skin, and 40,000 GP for the cheap skin. I like this system other than grinding for every single chip. That's why you should spend them wisely. Down to the last couple tips. This one is a little personal, but I think it could help many newer players. At the recording of this video, I'd say the monitoring site is objectively the best site, so I'd say to unlock it very early on so you can have it for every weapon instantly. If the Steam freemium package is still available, you can get one for free. This tip can also differ on what type of gun you like to use. If you use assault rifles, then the monitoring site is a good buy. If you use snipers, you might want to find something else. The overall tip is to buy a good attachment that requires a higher weapon level and buy it early so you can have it forever. Now down to the final tip that should actually help you in-game, and I'm referring to the EMP mission and the gun range. Starting with the EMP mission, this is a great way to level up your guns. You just do this little mission that takes a few minutes, but it levels up your guns fast and can be a good warm-up game. If you really want to prepare your aim, that's what the gun range is for. You can pick any weapon on the wall and test them out, learn their damage, range, and get a feel for any weapon before you buy them. I appreciate both the EMP mission and the gun range for being something useful outside of the multiplayer. So there you guys have it. 5 Ironsight tips for beginners. I hope I helped you out in any way or made this game more accessible to newer players. Some of these are basic tips, but I wish I knew some of them from the start. Another tip that a lot of newer players seem to need is that you likely didn't die from a hacker. A lot of the kill cams, animations, and visuals can be inaccurate, so the enemy is annoyingly good or you're bad. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment if you have any questions or anything to share. Subscribe if you're new around here. I might make more Ironsight videos depending on the feedback, but I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.